Welcome back to the Angels Modelling and Railways. Brian here. Yeah, I decided to go on with doing some of the basic groundwork using the rubberised horsehair, some of the woodland scenics fine leaf foliage, polyfibre covered in scatters and ground foam. So this helps kind of add a nice moss and vine effect. So this is the polyfibre here. I basically sprinkle some dark green, some brown and some light green on it, then attach it to the rock face. Adds moss ivy effect, which I think looks quite effective. So yeah, that's enough of that. Time for some ballasting. The rest of the tracks needed ballasted, so I've done a mix of the red more so towards the back and light grey to the front. The only end is the end next to the wall that needed some ballast, but before I could do that I decided to dig out the das clay and start applying that to finish off the roads and to put the banking next to the sleepers and ties in order for me to put the ballast down. So here's a little running shot after I got the clay down, just to check that everything was working fine and that there was no issues or derailments as the train ran through this area. Now onto the front flap. It is an eyesore. It was doing my nutting as far as the white always clashing against the background, so I commenced to do the das clay roads and then using fibre mould made the groundwork to cover the whole of the flap and to give me somewhere to put scenery on. So here's a before and then after. You can see the front of the layout and the edge of the flap are painted brown to hide any natural wood effect. I then proceeded to paint the rest of the fibre mould brown and to give it the basic background effect for the scenery. Then getting my usual mix of grey for the roads, slightly wet brush, spread that on the clay to give the road effect. Now it's a rural location, so flat roads aren't what I'm after. Having it slightly bumpy and uneven kind of adds to the age of it and the effect of it being kind of out in the country in the backwoods. I use sand from War World Scenics basically to put around the edge of the roads because they look quite cool with the sand right on the edge of them, adding to the kind of country feel. Then using my usual mix of scatters, I cover the top of the fibre mould in the areas that I'm looking for scenery before I add bushes and all that sort of stuff. This is a little video shot of it. You can see I've given it a little hoover, cleaned up some of the larger stones. It looks quite effective. This is obviously a close-up of it. I then added more scatters to the front of it in order to give it some form of scenic element and to kind of cover up the fact that it's polystyrene, trying to make it look like a kind of rock. So thanks for watching, appreciate you tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment. I'll catch you in the next one.